Want a linguistic adventure? Go drinking with a Scotsman. Because you can't fucking understand them before. You land in Scotland and they're going, "Toodle keep every feel, eh?" Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right, you think eh? Fuck you, fuck like burn the bullets, that's it, kept up in your neck of it. Sure. Oh fuck sure, right? Well, you know about my backside there, tweak your last little full of it, came eh? Sure. Oh sure, you dumb fucking bastard. You realise that, eh? And you realise how drunk they get. They could wear a skirt and not care. And how they could invent a sport like golf. Here's my idea for a fucking sport. I knock a ball in a gopher hole. Oh, you mean like pool? Fuck off, pool. Not with a straight stick, with a little fucked up stick. I whack the ball that goes in a gopher hole. Oh, you mean like croquet? Fuck croquet. I put the hole hundreds of yards away. Oh, fuck out, yeah. It's great fun there. Oh, yeah, that's a great thing. Oh, like a bowling thing. Fuck no. Not straight, I put shit in the way. Like trees and bushes and high grass, so you can lose your fucking ball and go whacking away with a fucking tire iron. Whacking away, and each time you miss, you feel like you're gonna have a stroke. Fuck, that's what we'll call it. A stroke, because every time you miss, you feel like you're gonna fucking die. Oh, great. Oh, and here's a bit of back. Oh, fuck, this is brilliant. Right near the end, I'll put a flat piece with a little flag to give you fucking hope. But then I'll put a pool and a sandbox to fuck with your ball again. Ah, you'll be there trashing your ass, jerking away in the sand. Oh, and you do this one time. Fuck no! 18 fucking times! Then, and you have a sport! The manly sport of golf, where you can dress like a pimp and no one will care. Where you can wear clothes that even a blind gay man would go, "Oh, dear Christ." Those are loud. This is not carnival. What the fuck are you on? Even the alligator's going, "Asshole." And you get in the, it's such an exciting athletic sport, too. Whack the ball, get in the cart. Whack the ball, get in the cart. And the commentary's electrifying. Just this side of curling for really getting me going. We're on the third green now. Could people be quieter? I'd like to hear the grass grow. I want the guy who does Mexican soccer to do golf one time. The ball is running. The ball is going to the... Just to see all those old waspy motherfuckers go, "Oh, dear Christ." My God, they're not gardening, they're playing now. Oh, shit. What the hell are we going to do? Because that was their last domain of dominance. It was their area. They were the king up until Tiger. Yes. Son of a black man and a Thai woman. Not even a German geneticist could have thought that one out. Black athletic ability, Buddhist concentration. Crouching putter. And then he goes to the British Open and he plays at St. Andrews, where they fucking invented the sport. And after the fourth round, he's 18 under par, and there's only 18 fucking holes. And all the old men are going, "Oh my God, we're doomed. How did he learn to play? We wouldn't let him join, dear God." And they start having nightmares of golf carts going, "Yo, yo, yo, I'm playing through, whether you're a Gentile or a Jew. Pebble Beach, motherfucker." Send it. It's interesting, just getting off the plane. As soon as I get off the plane, people start going, "Hello, Wobbin." I went, "Oh, hi, how are you?" Everyone calls me Wobbin, even you, Wobbin, hello. Wobbin, hi. When did Elmer Fudd get here?
You're so quick and you're so fast, and that, you know.
That's a little bit
very
like
good.
a lemur and a puma.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wait. What was that? They kind of function in a lot, you know. Oh, you're hurting me. Why? I woke up.
Little Jerry Lewis.
Yeah. Ow! Helmaiman Halabashrin. Please help now. How much money have we raised?
And we now have, the Office of Homeland Security, which is,
What's that?
Well, it's basically in America, it's to watch over and warn us when things bad are going to happen. Because every so often, Rumsfeld comes out and goes, I don't know where, I don't know when, but something awful is going to happen. That's all for today. No further questions. It's like, what is it, the Central Intuitive Agency? I'm getting a feeling of a man wearing a shoe that hisses.
It's non-alcoholic. You can
good,
drink
let's try it.
this. Do you want a little bit?
Yeah.
It's
Just
lovely.
winter, no cheeky.
Bobcat, what can I get for you, love?
Oh,
Did you have a
I'll
drink?
have one of those slags.
You have a look, you want a slag?
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, let's make our own cocktail up the Happy Slag.
The happy slag. I call this a leg spreader, dear. Gary's holding on there. Sometimes he has the warmth of a snow pea, but that's okay.
Of a snow pea.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I know these things, and I'm glad that we haven't gotten into the whole Vietnam debate. He was in Vietnam and George was in the same National Guard unit as Bigfoot. That's okay.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even work in France. If you go to France, there is no Siri, because maybe they have their own. They have Cherie. You go, Cherie, where's the nearest good restaurant? It's Paris, you idiot. They're everywhere. Put down your digital device. Go outside and live your life, you American ass. A lot of people think Scarface was a little over the top, but anybody who's ever done A Pound of Peruvian Blow knows that is a documentary. That is a very deep chili. Very powerful chili that will make the whole body react and all the chakras be very powerful.
2 tablespoons light brown sugar.
2 tablespoons light brown sugar.
Yeah,
Go,
brown.
girl. We got brown sugar.
And 2
Alright.
teaspoons smoked paprika.
2 teaspoons smoked paprika.
1 teaspoon cumin.
1 cumin. Knock, knock, cumin. God, it's nice. For your safety, I have to dress like this. I think it was a little unnecessary to ask for blood and urine, too.
Well, we do.
I was willing to give the sperm, but no. God, I feel like it's a human condom. Pretty amazing.
Where'd you come in from? West Coast America?
Yeah, I flew from San Francisco, and a friend of mine flew on a plane. He was on the plane, and I guess it was Virgin upper class, and all of a sudden the guy took off his trousers to fly. I guess I've never seen that going, that's first class. Hi, how are you? I always love coming here because you've got a little bit of New York back there.
Yep.
And you have, obviously, a lot of family pictures.
Right.
And a ladder to get up to the next level.
And our park views over here, Mr.
your
Williams.
park view?
See that? Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't
my
that
gosh. So
amazing?
this is what the Trumps wake up to. And she wakes up to Donald. Good luck. It's all real. And I went in for a stress test on the treadmill. I was on for 1 minute, and they went, okay, great. That was really good. I think we're going to have to do an angiogram, which is where they put a camera. They go to your heart, but they start by going through your groin.
Oh,
Yeah, and who knew that the way to a man's heart was through his groin? A lot of women are going, I've known for years, though. They say there's no racial profiling, but a little woman will come on, a sweet little southern stewardess, and go, ladies and gentlemen, before we get on flight 5, I just want to read off a list of names. These are random bag checks. These are totally random. And I'm just going to read off a list of names. Hassan bin Seen. Havam bin Leh. Judy Smith. 14 Arabs and a blonde, and every black man and every Hispanic man in the room is going, thank you, God! No, the title kind of is totally ironic, and be very careful. Don't bring the kids, really.
No, I know.
No, bring the kids, seriously.
How can you bring the kids? 5 minutes in, someone's having an asphyxie wank.
Right. That's a wonderful way to describe it. Hello, what's your name? Asphyxie wank. And it's always a difficult thing, because pilots are always, the pilots used to come on with that whole Chuck Yeager rap where they go, hey, everybody, I've just had a few cocktails. Let's take this sucker down to the end of the runway and see what it'll do. Now they come on, they're very loving, and they go, hey, I love all of you. Stewardess comes out and goes, in case of a cabin seizure, a small Louisville slugger will fall from the ceiling. Grab with both hands, aim for the assailant's head, knees, and groin, and keep hitting.
2 days after they had caught Hussein, which was kind of amazing because when Saddam Hussein came out of that hole, I thought he looked like Nick Nolte.
Really? Yeah, well, you thought, hey.
Yeah.
I came on a plane with Sean Penn and walked out and I took something and the next thing you know, they're picking lice out of my beard.
The ticket takers are the matrons who took the tickets.
Oh, no, that's not concierge. What are they called? The ushers. The ushers.
The ushers. Thank you. I blanked. Senior moment. And these old Irish sailors go, oh, dear God, they're doing pornography on the stage. Pavarotti would never talk about his penis for an hour. My dick is so hard.
Is it true that Winston Churchill was sometimes so drunk that they had a guy from the BBC do some of his favorite speeches?
That's apparently
really
been reported.
Really? That's wonderful. The guy who did Winnie the Pooh.
So he was going, we will fight them on the beaches, in the air, on the land. Eeyore and Tigger.
But God bless her, you have Tony Blair now, sir.
Yes, we do.
God bless.
Indeed. And you are President Bush.
Yes.
Sure. Let's drink a full one.
Saying though is, Osama bin Laden, where is he? You didn't get him. He's 6'7" Arab on dialysis. How wandering around making travel videos in Pakistan. It's like he's doing bass fishermen in Pakistan. Here I am by another mountain stream.
A very old Indian joke.
Yeah, right.
If you ever want to be in an Indian video, try this. You have to just simply do this. Change the light bulb, change the light bulb, change the light bulb.
Okay. Half a teaspoon instant espresso. Now, that's an odd ingredient, don't you think?
Instant espresso, just to make Dad stay awake all night. So we're crushing that. I'll get the meat ready.
Yep, you get that meat ready.
Who's your daddy?
I know. That's the view I've grown accustomed to this evening.
Hello! You wanted to see elves. Hello! Meet the twins and Mr. Bob.
I see, okay. But so you spent some time over there. Did you live in this neighborhood?
I lived, right up the street. I lived when this was no longer... There weren't a lot of Starbucks back then.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
There was just the old, the candy store. Don't touch the magazines, boys.
Get away from there. You're old. Get away from there. Hello, Mr. Finman. Hello. Hello, hairy Gentile boy.
About the problem of travelling nowadays, the airport security. Do you have
It's a bit difficult now. In the old days, it used to be, oh, get on the plane. Come on, get on the plane. Oh, what's that? Hold on. Oh, that's a gun. Okay, get on the plane. Now it's hardcore. It's basically they take away everything from it. Take away things like nail clippers because that could be turned into a weapon. What do they think? You're going to be going, open the cockpit door! Or the bitch loses a hangnail.
Nice to see you. I'm anxious. Did you watch the debates last night?
It was a good night, actually.
Yeah.
W looked a little thin. It was okay working there.
Right.
Every time he gets a good answer, I think that Karl Rove's going to come out and give him a treat.
Well done. Well, good job.
Thank you. I just want to know, the second debate, that thing where he walked down stage and went, how you doing? Who's he winking at? Like, hey, I know you're there. It's hard to hit on someone in the middle of a national debate.
Yeah.
I have a new application on my phone. It's a moral GPS. It's kind of cool. The girl you're texting is the same age as your daughter. Reroute. People always complain about their phones. They're saying, like, I've only got 2 bars. Listen, I'm an alcoholic. All I've ever needed was 1 bar.
Robin Williams and...
Gracias, amigos. Robin Williams, yo soy Martha Stewart. A la cochina de Martha Stewart. Me sale carnitas. Bienvenido, amigos. Carnitas.
See. And we are going to try to make today's simple supper a delicious chili rub skirt steak on tacos. And we're going to start...
Students, before we begin the penal reduction... All right, Dave, everything okay? We just brought this in case something happened.
Yeah, so when you finally won, what was it like?
Well, it was pretty amazing. They announced the name, and I was going, and all of a sudden, it's your name, and all of a sudden, your body and your mind goes into slow motion, like, I look out, and there's Jack Nicholson, who's just baked, going, way to go, Robbo. Imagine a wrecking ball.
Oh! Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Die Kanzlerin in Geneva.
German.
Okay.
Thank you. My English is not so good.
What's your name?
Ewan.
Sorry, what?
Ewan.
His name is Urine.
Ewan, nice to have you here.
Thank you.
No worries. Great to hear you. Tell me.
Gee, I love you, man.
You do drunk
This
very
is a
well.
movie rap right here.
Yeah.
She was talking about
people having a few cocktails. Listen to me. Listen to me, Ray. You're beautiful. And this suit, God, I love it. Okay. And that tie, wow.
I love watching Bush watch Tony speak because he's going, I can't spell most of those words. You just see him going, you know, some men are born great, some achieve greatness, some get it as a graduation gift. It's like, he's George II, the boy king. No one realizes. What you got to do basically is, you know, amendment, commandment. Your call, my man, you know. You know, there's a lot of people going, you can't put pork in the Constitution too. Put that in. Put the pork thing in. Do the pork thing and I will stay.
Well, how about the governor, Schwarzenegger? How's that?
You know, it's very strange for me. Very happy. Initially, there are a lot of old Germans going, it's so easy. You don't have to invade, you don't need armor or artillery, you just repeat phrases from movies.
We could have
Made apple pie.
Yeah, but that's not as much fun as pounding the meat.
No, I know. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah. Let's get ready to rub the meat.
We could have actually gotten a recipe done.
Yes, we will. This will be
Okay,
really
so now
good.
you rub it in.
Rub it in.
Both sides, both sides.
Yeah. Yes. I can't quit you, Innes.
When it has to make a noise to back up, it's like, beep, beep, beep. Even deaf people go, I know it's a hybrid. Okay. C'était mon car.
Is that the actual...
And once I get off the plane in Scotland, I need subtitles. It's very hard. What?
So now,
Pound it in there. Get it in there. Get it in there.
okay, rub it up.
Rub it down. Dear Diary, day 2, rubbing meat.
I have a doctor who's a combination proctologist and urologist. And it's a little scary because he says, turn your head and fart, which is...
Are you, I know, is it true you're a fan of the Mighty Boosh?
Oh, the Mighty Boosh. Years ago, knew Peter Cook and Dudley Moore. In the old days when I was drinking, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden my hotel room, there was Peter Cook at the door going, hello, Robin. Time for a little fun.
In May, I'm having...
David back! David back!
I don't know, what is this?
Here we go.
This graphic is a colonoscopy camera.
No, this is what you
It's
see.
actually inside your lower intestine right now.
Well, you had that done, Robin. You must have had that done, I'm
Yes,
sure.
I did, actually.
You've had the camera.
And I didn't mind the camera, it was the crew that was painful. But it was, I loved walking up and down Columbus, and
sure.
there were always the drag queens going, Mira, where are you running? Look at you, puppy. Don't go so fast. But it was a nice
I bet you were a big hit.
Big hit back then. Look at him wearing the arm warmers. I like you.
You know, it's a bizarre thing. You know, when you see a girl with a pierced tongue, I asked this girl, I said, why did you pierce your tongue? And she said, it increases the sexual stimulation. That's all right, my darling. Don't be afraid.
Vinto, it's like a Nerf vibrator. What is this? What is it, dear?
Cheeky Vimto.
Cheeky Vimto. No. I mean, a cheeky Vimto is when it's got alcohol in it. That's just like
Cheeky Vimto. Oh, Cheeky Vimto. She's like a happy slag.
I don't see that, but I like the fact that, initially they wouldn't have the cameras on each of them, but...
Right.
But, very seldom do you. I never saw Churchill do.
Yeah.
It was great. In the convention, they compared W to Winston Churchill, which is kind of like the Carrot Top Mark Twain comparison.
Right.
I don't know. He says some wonderful things.
Yeah.
Run, Forrest, run. Siri, where is the Beacon Theater? Did you say Kevin Bacon was queer? No! But show me what you found. And she sometimes gets insecure. You're going, Siri, where's the nearest electronics store? Are you dissatisfied with my service, Ron? Not at all. Why did you Google Samsung? No reason. Who is Emily? None of your business!
And luckily, we are going to mix up the rub, and you're going to rub it into the meat.
Okay.
See, that shuts him up.
Luckily that I had that experience from the ages 12 to 22. I'll be rubbing the meat, as we say, for the little children look away for a moment. I got some stuff here. Hold on, let's see what we brought for you. A little goodie bag. Hold on 1 second. Gotta open this thing. Hey, wouldn't this be great in an emergency? I can't help you. Wait, Michael Jackson, old nose. And I forgot to thank my mother, and she was in the audience.
Right.
And at that moment, my therapist would go, whoopsie.
Okay, she knew.
And she let me know about it for a long time. But it was an amazing experience. But the weird thing is, I won the Academy Award, and for like a week afterwards, way to go, Academy Award, and like a month later, it was like, hey, Mork, it was back. Right, then I'm going to write it. Hey, right there. Score!
Beckham.
David Beckham.
Yeah.
And go.
Alakazam!
It was almost too good.
It was a bit like, you're very good at that.
Yeah.
Alakazam! Time to dance now. I'm going to dance with you and Gundick. On my recent drinking relapse, I woke up one morning in bed and I was fully clothed and I had a child's mitten next to me and I went, oh, this is not good. And it turned out it was a waitress with small hands gave me a glove. But you don't want to knock on the door like, that's the man! Or you get a phone call from Michael Jackson. Was I there at your house? They could have a couple of Guinness and then the next thing you know, here's my idea for a sport. I knock a ball into a gopher hole. Oh, you mean like pool? No, forget pool. That was a straight stick. A little broken stick. I whack a ball into a gopher hole. Oh, you mean like croquet? Ah, no, not croquet. That's a pussy sport. I put the hole hundreds of yards away. Oh, kind of like a bowling alley. Oh, no way! Which is a lovely double bill.
Yeah, and she speaks Chinese.
Speaks Chinese, which is always good to have in case of outsourcing.
Yeah, that's. And that's exactly. And that was perfect Chinese. That's amazing.
A friend called up. A friend had a computer breakdown. He called up the helpline, and all of a sudden, the first person got on the phone. Hello, my name is Bob.
Well, that's 30 minutes at room temperature.
At room temperature, keep rubbing the meat for 30 minutes. At that point, if nothing happens, you realize that pretty much you've been dead for a few days. Like this is actually how I dress at home. Hi, honey, let's play. Wow. Wow. I also want to thank you for having Prince, William Shatner, Puff Daddy, and Mick Jagger on the same stage. That is the sign of the apocalypse. Thank you.
Question is.
The question.
The
first question. And that holds the record for the first question in the middle of the interview. The producer's like...
No, the question is...
Edwina on line one.
What is he doing there?
My hand to God, we called the guy. I called the tech line here, and I got a guy in India, and I said, thank you, what's your name? He goes, Abraham. I said, oh, Abraham, that's an unusual name. I said, where's your full name? He said, Abraham Lincoln. I said, why Abraham Lincoln? He said, we were told to pick names Americans would be familiar with. Isn't that great?
What is your name? OJ.
Thank you very much for everything,
well, Dave,
as always.
It's good to see you here. How much money have we raised tonight? We're going to help Dave go back to St. Mark's, aren't we? Our lines are open. We've got people working the phone. I'm going to do a ballet called Ice Sex. Those are the scary things. And when you drink, you have this thing called blackouts.
Yeah.
And they're not really blackouts. It's more like sleepwalking with activities, So I think it's your brain going, listen, you're about to have sex with a goat. I'm going now.
Have you ever been lonely in your childhood? Were you lonely?
Maybe. I was an only child, so yeah, for a long time it was just me and the puppet. But it was, you know, it was a bit of a, you know, an unusual time. People go, "Is that why you're so hairy, Romy?" It was, you know, an isolated child. They gave me 2 Black Beauties, which is like, for those of you who don't know what those are, they're 2 speed pills. And I took them and I went, oh, sure, because in those days, yeah, whatever, fine, let's do it. 3 days later, I was kind of like, oh, boy.
Still going strong.
Why am I in Bombay? No, I was still going. And then the weird thing is you're up and you're up and you're up, but when you crash, even the devil's going, dude, this is not going to go well. You got me started. I also want to thank my Hebrew crew, my Meshuggah and Mashpuka. You know who I'm talking about. I'm sending out my representatives. Malibu, represent. I'm sending a big hey out to David Steinberg, Larry Bresner, Buddy Morab, if he's awake. Sanity, you know, and what a great drug. Any drug that makes you paranoid and impotent. How much fun can you have? Come on, let's do this! What are you doing? A chance! I'm nobody, Charlie, I'm nobody! And even your right hand is going, shall I start him? But it was interesting. She hit on me. She was like grooming me, like, oh. It's hard when you have this much hair. I've seen mosquitoes take their own life. You just see them go. But he was, you know, we started that friendship there, and he, you know, went on to be Superman. I was Popeye. One day we were walking down the street in New York, and all of a sudden 2 black girls went, Superman and Popeye! Superman and Popeye! Forget Popeye, I want to know Superman. Yeah. He ain't got tights on, but I know he can fly. Come on.
What did you do 56 voices as Aladdin's genie?
Yeah, it was fun to do voices that you'd never hear in a cartoon, like Jack Nicholson. The idea of him being in a cartoon is like, maybe a little wrong for the kiddies. You know? I met Coco the gorilla, the one who signs.
Oh,
and
Coco.
It was so wonderful. She's very sweet, and she basically signed to her trainer going, I'd like to take him in the back. And the trainer said this, he went, if she takes you back there, I can't help you.
Where did this humour come from? Somebody must have described your performance as being Tourettic.
Yeah, voluntary Tourette's.
Voluntary Tourette's.
You know, like, it is a bit like that. I mean, there is that thing where I'll cross over the line sometimes. Obviously, today I did, but then you had that look like, oh, do stop.
I
know, but there was that look like, oh, will we be getting to the question soon? It was so weird when they kept accusing, he was born in Africa. No, he's an African-American.
Yeah.
If he was born in Africa, the inauguration would have gone a lot different. You are now President of the United States. That the one voice sounded too familiar, but when I got to play an Argentinian penguin, used to play the little machismo penguin, you know, the guys, the Argentinian guys were going, what do you know you want it? What are you looking at? You know you want it. Look at it. Don't be afraid of the flippers. I love you. I walked into a sex shop when I was dressed as her in San Francisco, picked up this huge double-headed dildo and went, do you have anything larger?
Thanks a lot.
That's my friend. He doesn't do anything. He's been dead for 2 years.
What we're looking for, then, is an arrogant, aristocratic Alsatian. That's a tough one to start with.
I'm not going to lick my own ass. And they had 2 gay penguins who lived in the New York Zoo, and they were cohabitating for years, and they just, by the fact that they just kept bringing each other bling, like, I made this for you.
Is it really?
Really gay penguins, yeah. They gave great...
I know that really gay penguins. Not just gay penguins.
Oh! I'm swimming! Who's got fish? I got fish!
You've got an angry, singing masseur.
I'm about to give you a happy ending now. No way! I'm gonna put my finger down there. No, I'm not gay. Don't make me say it. Do it.